Hello and welcome to the Knitical Therapy Podcast. I'm Carrie, your host and Knitical therapist. Today is December 5th, 2017, and I'm coming to you from Belmont, California. Today it's a little chilly outside, even though we are in California, and I've got a nice hot cup of tea. If you want to go grab one yourself to drink while you share with me this little bit of time, that would be great. I brought with me my tea today because I wanted to share with you a new tea that I picked up actually just at the grocery store a couple of days ago. I happened to see it in the aisle and I just wanted to try it. I really enjoy Tazo. Sorry, my hair is a little crazy today. I really enjoy Tazo tea, and I really wanted to try this new one. It's something that I had never seen before. So what I have is called Tazo Joy, and this tea it's actually really good. It's a mix of black tea, oolong, jasmine green tea, and then it has hints of peach, and it's really good. Normally the Christmassy teas of this time of year just really aren't my thing. This one I really enjoy. I do like jasmine tea. I could see how it could be a taste not for everybody, but if you enjoy jasmine, if you enjoy oolong, if you enjoy peach, check it out. It did say it was limited edition, so I don't know. I might have to go pick up another box because it is quite tasty. Let's see, so on to the knitting. I have finished an object. You see here, I've got, oh my goodness, I've got my color affection in its full glory. So I haven't blocked it yet. I'm a little worried that this part right here isn't going to stretch at all. And yeah, that's not budging in this direction. So I don't know. I might not be able to really block it at all. We'll see. It's beautiful. I really love the way it turned out with all those colors. Again, this is Heritage Sock from Cascade in the blood orange is what I decided it is, mango and jade colorways. Sorry about the shadow there. I've got a couple lights going on here trying to make some good light even though it is very dark outside. So those three colorways, I really love how they ended up working together. I'm a little bummed about this, and I think while I was working on it, I had a feeling, and I remember consciously trying to loosen the edges and not pull so hard. But we'll see. I'm hoping I'll be able to do something when it blocks to make it look really nice. I haven't worn it yet. I still have to sew in the ends. I just finished this, I think over the weekend. It's really nice. So that was a fun knit. That is the color Affection. That's by Vera Valimaki. Put the things I finished with over here so they don't get confused. And let's see, on to what I'm working on this week. I've got a couple things I've been working on. First is my Vanilla is the New Black sock. And this is the first one. I believe I've showed this to you before. If you don't know, Vanilla is the New Black is a cool sock. Has this really neat little heel in the back. There's no good way of showing it. I don't have sock blockers, so kind of looks like that on the side. I don't know how I feel about this pattern yet. I enjoyed knitting it. I am dragging my feet on the second sock, as you will see. I cast this on oh, I don't know. I think shortly after I finished the color affection. So I finished the ribbing and I'm maybe like 5 rows in, and you guys, it is just going so slow. I love this colorway. This is Expression Fiber Arts, and it's in the Fault in Our Stars colorway. It's not the same as the book. The name of the colorway is not the same as the book. I just always call it Fault in Our Stars because I cannot remember what the actual, it's a variation probably to make sure that they're not stepping on anybody's trademark toes. But anyways, so that's that. It's going. Again, oh, so I'm doing this currently on my 9-inch circulars. I'm also not a huge fan of those. I'm wondering if that's why I didn't care for the pattern. They're just a little fiddly for me still. I actually did this sock, the cuff, I did in a different, on a different needle. So I have just a pair of wooden, oh my goodness, they're stuck in here. Just a pair of wooden needles that I used for the first time, just a plain, I don't even know, I think they're clovers. Yeah. And so I use these for the ribbing. I'll probably use these when I get down to the point where I'm doing the heel. When I was doing this first sock, I honestly thought it looks gigantic. Especially through here, when I was in this part of the sock with all these stitches, I'm thinking, holy crow, is my foot really that big? Yeah, it fits actually really good. Fits well. I don't know, like I think it's maybe going to be a little looser than other socks. I did the 60 stitches and normally I do 56. And my gauge might be a little looser because of the 9-inch circulars, if I can talk today. But that all aside, love the colorway. The purpley blues really aren't coming out very nicely. They look more like gray right now from what I can tell, but right here it's just beautiful purpley grayish black, but definitely more purple. Yeah, so those are going. I think I actually used quite a bit of yarn for this, so I may not have very much yarn left over from those, which will be sad because I really love the yarn, but I think I have some more Expression Fiber Arts in my stash, so we'll be good. I can always cast on another one. The next thing is a new project that I just cast on a couple nights ago. It may end up being something that gets torn out. Because it might just be too loose. I'm not sure. So you'll recognize this yarn if you've been watching. This is my Evil Little Goat yarn color in the, it's something blues. Anyways. But I'm just going to be fading back up. I used the Faded Beanie by Savannah Owen as my kind of my inspiration. I honestly didn't even look at the pattern when I started this, which is why I'm using currently size 5 needles, and I did twisted rib. And the pattern, it's free, but it calls for basically doing like a little folded brim, which I love folded brims, so I kind of wish I had done that, but and they also had a lot more stitches and a smaller needle. So I'm just kind of shooting in the dark with this one. I don't know, we'll see. anyways, it's just gonna be a way to finish up those little balls of yarn. So this is the first color. I'm going to do maybe twice as much ribbing than I have right now. And then I'll just switch over to stockinette. It's gonna be nice and simple. Probably will, I don't know, my original plan was to go up a needle, but again, I don't know why I thought I needed such a large needle. So we'll see how that goes. It might be a rip out and start something new. So let's see, what else did I want to talk to you about? I think the last time I talked to you, I had gotten one turtle pearl yarn. And this is the Bah Humbug colorway. And I don't believe I had gotten my second one that I had ordered. And this is the Mistletoe Kisses colorway. And you have probably seen this. It is just beautiful. It's been all over Instagram. And it's got some uneven stripes. I just really loved it. It caught my eye. And then the thing that made me purchase it was that I saw the yarn, or not the yarn, the sock pattern club, or whatever you want to call it, that the Knitting Expat Mina is doing. And she gave us a bonus pattern with that using this yarn. And so as soon as I found that out, I was like, sold, gotta have it. So here we are, and I've got some more Christmas yarn that unfortunately I don't need, but here it is. It makes me happy, so it's here. And I've been meaning to ball this up all week, including the weekend, ever since December 1st. I've been meaning to ball it up so I could cast on some socks, and I have just been so busy. I can't even tell you necessarily what I've been doing. I've been working. I went rock climbing yesterday. I'll maybe talk about that when we're done towards the end. So if you're not interested, you don't have to listen. And I don't know, I've just been doing so much crazy stuff that I just haven't had the time to cast on a new pair of socks. I think my need to finish things is definitely gone. I still have, well, before I cast on the hat, I still had, I think, 3 things on the needles. Yeah, I think that's going to be kind of my sweet spot. I finished so much stuff. I just needed to cast something on. Again, I cast it on, and now I think I might cast it off. Cast it off? No, rip it out. But regardless, it is what it is. That's something I hope to be doing. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was Vlogmas. I kind of feel like a Grinch of Vlogmas right now because everybody is doing Vlogmas videos, and I'm lucky I can get a video in once a week. I don't have an editing software yet, and yeah, this is it. You get me in front of the camera for however long it takes, and then I upload it. So yeah, I don't do Vlogmas. I feel a little bit like a Grinch, but I'm enjoying watching everybody else's. Again, I haven't had a lot of time, so what I've done, and it's actually seemed to help, is I was getting really overwhelmed by how many videos were popping up on my subscriptions list on YouTube. So I went and I made playlists. So I have a Vlogmas day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Vlogmas, I guess is what it's called. Playlist on YouTube. And that way, when I do have time to sit down and watch some videos, I think I should be able to just go in, pick a playlist, hit play, and I'll see everybody's from the same day. Not that it really matters, I'm sure, but I kind of like watching, in order. I'm just weird like that, I suppose. So that's my thought. I'm hoping maybe later tonight, maybe on Friday, I'll have some downtime and be able to just relax, watch some of those, and it'll all be organized for me, and I won't have to sift through and remember what I watched, what I didn't watch. So that's pretty cool. I actually think those are public, so you could probably go and see those playlists if you were really curious, and feel free to watch them from mine, my playlist, I suppose. I imagine you can do that. And yeah, I'll probably delete from the playlist as I watch them, so they may not be there forever, but feel free. Yeah, and then let's see, the other thing is I have been starting to listen to an audiobook again. I've been listening to American Gods, which is a book that I have been trying to get through for quite a while, and I just haven't been in the right mindset for it. And listening to it on audiobook has just been wonderful. There are just some stories I think that are meant to be told aloud, that are meant to be read, that are meant to be shared, and apparently American Gods might be one of them for me. I feel like the long chapters really get me down when I'm reading the actual book. I only can read for like 10 or 15 minutes at night usually before I fall asleep. I've tried the whole wake up early and read for a little bit. I just haven't been able to motivate myself to do that. If I really enjoy a book, I get to the point where I will sit at lunch and read it. But again, if I'm not super into a book, I'm not going to take it to work and read it. I'll find other things, go for a walk or whatever. So I really, really highly recommend the American Gods audiobook. Especially, even if you've read the actual book and enjoyed it, try the audiobook. The one I'm listening to is actually they call it the author's preferred text that they released for the 10th anniversary. So I think, and because I have read like the first maybe 7 or 8 chapters, and I think I've picked up on a few areas where he goes into a little bit more detail, a little bit more of the interactions between people or whatnot. And so it is kind of interesting to just kind of hear a little bit more of what the author had originally written and how he would add things back in that were originally cut. There's an interesting little intro on the audiobook that kind of explains what the process that he took to do that. So that's all. Actually, I'm already divulged from the knitting. I apologize. That is all on the crafty side of things. One thing real quick, I guess, before I'm completely done, is I found this just a little zipper pouch I got it at Michael's. And I just thought it was cute. Oh snap, little gingerbread. I also got a little green one that said like making spirits bright or something holiday-ish like that. And I gave it away for a work white elephant gift. So I don't have that one anymore, but I just thought they were so cute, super cheap, and like perfect size for a tape measure, a small thing of scissors, and a needle, some stitch markers. I might go back to Michael's and see if they still have some of these, because even though they're holiday, I could use them all year round. I've kind of wanted to have something similar to this that I can make little kits, have one in each working progress project bag. So if you are by a Michael's, which I don't think anybody isn't, they're all over the place, check it out. Oh snap. So thought that was cute. All right. All right, that's about it. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the rock climbing and what I'm trying to do with that. If you're not interested, thank you so much for stopping by at this point. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your week. Bye. I don't know why I just went as if I was ending it there, because I'm going to keep talking here. So I've been rock climbing for about a year consistently now, off and on. A couple places we've lived, there hasn't been a really good gym that I enjoyed going to, so I haven't always been very consistent. But I recently have been top roping, which means there's a rope that goes up and over and you tie into it, and so if you fall, you are in the air, and you can either continue or you can get brought down at that point, whatever you like. And I've been doing that for a while, and it's fun. I enjoy it. It allows me to really get strong and practice moves without having the fear of bouldering, which is climbing without a rope, and you don't go very high, but there's no rope. So if you go for a hold and it doesn't quite make it, you drop, and it can be scary, and there's definitely a mental side of it where you have to kind of push past your fears, and it's kind of a fun, interesting way of looking at rock climbing. Bouldering is not my favorite. I definitely prefer having a rope. That being said, there's another type that I'm assuming people who don't rock climb probably don't really know about, and it's called lead climbing, which is similar to top rope in the sense that there is a rope, but rather than the rope being there already looped over the top, you are tied into the rope, and you carry the rope up and you clip it in to carabiners along the route. And there's some really, there's different techniques, different things you need to know to do it. You have to get certified to be able to do it in gyms. I think a friend can probably teach you to do it outside. I'm not saying it's easier to do it outside, it's just less rules outside. So I'm going through a class right now. My first half of the class was yesterday, and then I have my second half of it tomorrow. And basically what we did yesterday was we learned the basics of clipping the rope in. We learned how to belay, which is, feeding the rope up to the person, and how to lower people. And then we practiced while having somebody, we were basically on top rope as well as leading, which is probably the way I would like to continue lead climbing at this point. It's a scary thing, definitely it's a mind game, basically. So yeah, it's interesting. We did our first fall from the wall, with the top rope as safety. But it's just a weird feeling to just know that it's just a different mechanism holding you to the wall. And yeah, it's been a real challenge for me, and I enjoy it. And anybody who has some interest in, strength and just exercise that's both mental as well as physical, I totally recommend checking out, see if there's a local climbing gym. Top roping is probably the way to start. I had started bouldering and then went top roping, and then decided I didn't really care to go back to bouldering. So that's a way to do it too, I suppose. But yeah, I guess we're working up on to 25 minutes. So I'm going to stop here because I really like keeping these short because I don't have time to watch really long videos, and I'm assuming you guys don't either. So I'm going to let you go here. Again, I'm Carrie, Knitical Therapy on Ravelry and Instagram, and Kwilla on Goodreads. Please come check me out. Friend me, like the group, or follow the group, join the group on Ravelry, and I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.